One of our biggest visions for the future, really deeply in our hearts, our passion, is to change people's lives, for them to change their habits, not just for that week or that month, but for the rest of their life.
Create an impact. We're committed to, all the information that is about the food and the herbs that can be good for you. So you can learn how to heal yourselves and heal your kids and your future generations.
That's why we have this bigger vision of creating community, creating more online education, more free resources for people to get education, including this podcast. We believe we're powerful together as a community, but we also believe that's because each one of us is unique and individual. We want to touch as many people as we can in our lifetime and help them understand what specifically works for them, for their unique body.
Yeah. And if we want to bloom, we want to honor everything of this body. We're clearing the body, you clear the mind and the soul.
Most powerful thing that we can do as a community, and that me and Rosario believe in, is to honor our body, and we connect back to how we feel true vitality and inspiration.
Well, we're spirits here living a human experience. Like, oh, wow, my spirit chose to be a human body this time, so I need to honor that. You know, because for some reason I'm here in the earth and talking about this topic to you.
So we really believe the foundation of all of this self-help, spiritual work really comes from inside the body. And one thing that I always say, everyone can agree on, regardless of your religion, your background, like no matter what country you come from, there's one truth we can all agree on. Welcome to the We Are Healing in Paradise podcast, where we are cultivating the new earth by reconnecting with our true nature and healing the planet from inside each of us. Welcome back to We Are Healing in Paradise podcast. My name is Kate.
My name is Rosario.
And we are back at the beautiful cenote for our last episode of our first season of the We Are Healing in
Paradise.
Yes. I can't believe
look, it's so beautiful, right?
I cannot believe that we've already completed season 1. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's super crazy. Yeah, a lot of things happened this year, right? This couple of months.
Yeah, so much has changed. So we've been telling you so much about our history, our story, and like little bits about our detoxes and interviewing people that we find interesting and important. But we haven't really told you about our vision for the future. So that's what we want to dedicate this podcast to, is talking more about the business Healing in Paradise, our movement that we're creating, and why we created this.
Because we want to change humanity. We start, Kate and I, with the detox programs because by her side, she's like 20 years in this industry, we can say like that. And me, because I used to have an autoimmune disorder that is now dormido. I don't know, sleeping, but I think it's completely healed, It's perfect. Part of our vision is also everything that you ingest is important. So if we recommend you some products, we're obsessed to know the source. So we're going to also start with our brand of products in Healing in Paradise.
Yeah, so one of our biggest visions is to really help people truly heal, not just like mask their symptoms. And one of the things that we use in our detoxes is herbs. We use a lot of herbs. And so that's one of our visions with our bigger picture, because we have a much bigger picture than just Kate and Rosario in Mexico, like helping a few people per month do detoxes, like have a podcast. Like we really want to create a movement and build a community. Like we've been talking a lot about the importance of community, and we even mentioned it in some of our past podcasts. Some of our guests came on, they did our detox, and they said the most valuable thing was the community.
Because we're still humans, we need connection each other, right? Like we can be, it's nice to have like the phones, the internet, like we're connected right now with you. But also it's super important to be connected to your body, to be grounded in your body, with your spirit, with your mind. Yeah. So in community, we can truly be ourselves. And we understand that also the food is super important, because if it contains chemicals or something can be harmful for you, you're not going to function correctly. So the electrolytes and the electricity in your body is not going to be correct. So that's why we are obsessed with this. Like we are going to to show you our products next. Well, coming soon.
Coming
soon. We're going to talk only about it.
Yes, we're in the developing stages right now, but we want to do, like, we're doing this podcast, but we want to do more educational things. So in Playa del Carmen, we're teaching more classes in person. We launched our website, so we'll link everything below, but we are going to start having also digital and virtual ways that you can learn more about the herbs that we choose, the foods that we choose, why we choose it, and you can start to educate yourself, because really knowledge is freedom, I believe. Like, when we have knowledge, then we set ourselves free.
Because these recipes, mostly of everything that we're reaching for, is things that ancient tribes, they use it because we are here from many thousands years, and we know that the grandmother or the grandfather, they know that if you take specific plants, you can heal a specific organ. And from that base, also we know that all the plants contain minerals and vitamins. You need to learn how also to take some plants, because if you take long-term plants, also can be not good for you.
Yeah,
so we're going to teach you everything.
Yeah, some herbs build toxicity over time. So it's just, I mean, herbs are medicine. So it's just like with medicine, you have to really understand how they impact the body.
It's like the food at the same time. Like, if you abuse on some herb or you abuse in some food, you're going to have something.
Everything in moderation. We believe that by having this education, having products, so when you learn something, you can actually go somewhere and you can buy it, or you can learn about these specific herbs that we're using in our products. It's going to give us the ability to really change the planet, because me and Rosario believe that the war is really happening inside all of us. Because if you're sick, you don't feel good, you're easier to control, you're not inspired in your life. And one of our things why we want to do this podcast here is because we believe it's so important to connect back to nature. Connect back. We are part of nature. We're not separate from nature. And we connect, like Rosario said, back to what the people did in the tribes. And we connect back to how we feel true vitality and inspiration.
Well, we're spirits here living a human experience.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people feel like they're humans trying to live a spiritual experience. But if we're like that, we're not going to embody as we came to this planet.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love that vision. Like, oh, wow, my spirit chose to be a human body this time. So I need to honor that, you know, because for some reason I'm here in the earth and talking about this topic to you.
Yeah, the human experience can be hard. Like, we can feel like so overwhelmed with like all the information out there. We can feel a lot of pain and suffering in our body, like emotionally, physically. Like, it's not an easy journey, but your soul was strong enough to come here to go on this journey in like a very powerful time. Like, there's a lot of polarity right now, a lot of crazy things happening globally. And it's like really an opportunity for the most powerful thing that we can do as a community, and that me and Rosario believe in, is to honor our body and honor the natural state of our body by feeding ourselves things found in nature and coming back to more like natural way of life, you know, living in harmony with
because
the planet.
we're clearing the body, you clear the mind and the soul. Like, we feel like a lot of things that we were carrying through the years, like feeling like heavy, fatigue, bloated, like bad moods, anxiety. We feel sometimes it's like, oh, this is happening to me because I have a bad experience yesterday at school or whatever, or at work. But actually, maybe it's not that. It's about the things that you're ingesting and the things that you're having inside of you. Like, how do you say in English, in higiene personal, your inside hygiene, you know?
Yes.
So it's important, because you can look so awesome outside, but like, if you're inside, you are like with a lot of things going on, it's not worth it, because you're living like a bad life.
Yeah.
And if we want to bloom, we want to honor everything of this body.
Yeah, and there's so many people out there, like in the moment with the self-help and like spirituality and plant medicine. They're doing these things to connect with their spirit and to be more holistic, which is beautiful. But if you're not dealing with the physical as well, if you're not working in the physical realm, you're never going to feel that like integration. You're never going to manifest all the things you want, because we are the spirits living a physical reality. And this is our vessel.
This is a dimension of the humans.
Yeah, this is your vehicle to have these experiences. So if you go off into spiritual realm, but you never care for your body, you're going to constantly be like driving around a broken down car, and you're always going to be running into problems. And so we really believe like the foundation of all of this self-help spiritual work like really comes from inside the body. And like one thing that I always say, like everyone can agree on, regardless of your religion, your background, like no matter what country you come from, there's one truth we can all agree on. Rosario is going to live in this body until she dies. Kate is going to live in this body till she dies. You are going to live in your body until you die. That's one truth we all know to be true. That's one thing.
So take care about your vehicle.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's why we have this bigger vision of creating community, creating more online education, more free resources for people to get education, including this podcast, more paid courses for people to go deeper with this information. All of our supplements and
recipes, smoothies, food.
Yeah, like all of our line. So with our line, we want to do products, but we also want to do books as well that you can take and you can learn the recipes from us, like how we make the food. And then one of our biggest visions for the future, which is going to be happening next year,
is going to be a retreat. And we want to take care of you like the full pack. If you come here to Riviera Maya, we're planning to do next year like 4 weeks retreats. So you're going to have like tours, therapies, breathworks, acro yoga. We're going to take your blood. We're going to see how it's working, like your body, your habits. We're going to create a specific diet for you with a specific teas and herbs that are going to support, and we're going to start cleaning your body inside out. So you're going to start feeling like awesome. And we're going to be hand by hand with you, because we see like we already help a lot of people right now, and me and Kate were a proof of that. Like we can live with nature, we can live with some like herbs instead of medicine, traditional medicine, but living like in our truth. And if we can invite you to join us to this movement and have you here in the retreat, it will be awesome, because we are going to switch your life like 365 times.
Yeah, it's completely. Like you'll come and then you'll leave a new person, because Rosario and I have almost had 40 clients that we worked with in a really deep way, taking their blood work, going really deep, really understanding what their body needs, and really healing from the inside out. And we realize it takes time. That's why we want to create a month-long retreat. So you can actually leave a different person. You can actually have a completely new microbiome, all of this stuff. And this is the work that we do, is we want to go really deep. Of course, we're spreading, the podcast and free information as much as we can and doing community events, but really deeply in our hearts, our passion is to change people's lives, for them to change their habits, not just for that week or that month, but for the rest of their life.
Create an impact. Like you really know that if you're doing this, why you're doing this, like why is going to be the mechanic. If I take this group of food, how is going to impact in my body? Okay, if I'm this type of O or B or A or negative or positive in my blood, which group of food is going to be good for my system? So we like to show you everything that can be harmful or can be really beneficial for you. So that's why we want to incorporate this, and also show you how to eat, and also like prepare you all the food, all the juices, so you don't need to think anything. You just need to relax and enjoy and your healing process.
Yeah, and really have this visceral experience, because it's one thing for you to sit on the other side of the screen and listen to us talk and be like, oh, that sounds nice. But when you come and you feel different in your body, because literally we take care of everything. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and just absorb the information, and then also feel the change, like experience the transformation that's happening. And then when you create that association with like, oh my gosh, when I'm doing this and when I have these practices, when I'm waking up in the morning with the sun and I'm doing my breath work and I'm having this really healthy breakfast and I'm taking these juices or these herbs or these teas or whatever we recommend for you specifically, everyone is different. Wow, that really did make me feel so different. And then have habits that you can take back. And our intention with every client we work with, whether you do a detox with us just one-on-one or whether you decide to come to our retreat in the future, we always like send you with things like, okay, you're done with the detox, but don't stop this lifestyle. Like keep taking this tea, keep taking these adaptogen mushrooms, keep taking these supplements or herbs or whatever. This is a good diet that works for you. Like we've seen, because we really explore people over the month that we work with them or 2 months that we work with them. We explore like what works for them specifically. Because another thing that me and Rosario believe, we believe we're powerful together as a community, but we also believe that's because each one of us is unique and individual. And we want to really search with everybody, we want to touch as many people as we can in our lifetime and help them understand what specifically works for them, for their unique body.
So we are grateful if you want to see more of our podcast soon. This is our last one. And if you want to know more about the retreats and the brand of our products, we're going to leave here the link.
We're really excited about our new website. It is healinginparadise.mex. We will link it below. So as we come up with new products and whether they're virtual products, whether they're in-person products, whether it's retreats, whatever, you can always find all the updates there at healinginparadise.mex. So we're really excited to be announcing this. This is a really big thing for us to be able to create physical and virtual support for people all around the world. Our vision is to impact as many people as possible.
We're committed to all the information that is about the food and the herbs that can be good for you. And even there is people that they take things like herbs forever and they damage your organs because they don't really know. So we want to teach you how to use the herbs and in a safe way, in a safe space, so you can learn how to heal yourselves and heal your kids and your future generations.
Yes. So if you're listening, please give our podcast a good rating. Please leave us a comment. We'll have all the information and the show notes below. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe. Please share this video with your friends. If you have other people in your life that want to join this kind of mission, that want to educate themselves and become free from the allopathic medicine system, free from disease, free from not feeling connected with nature, please share this. Plus, the way you can join our community right now is to like and comment. This helps the algorithm. And also, we have started a GoFundMe because there's a lot of equipment that we need to really make this bigger vision grow and expand. And so if you look in the description box or the show notes below, you can find our GoFundMe. Even if you donate $1, 50 pesos, whatever you can afford, a little bit helps. And our intention is to give back to you with more free education, more amazing videos, and to create experiences like our retreat and our customized detoxes so people can really come and completely transform their life.
Thank you for watching. See you in the next season.
See you next season.